Are you in a place where you don't understand? You don't understand what you are going through. You are trying all you could, to grow spiritually, but you find yourself up and down, down and up. And or you don't even understand all that you are hearing. Hear my Shiloh testimony. Just pay attention to this story. It would make you to understand that God is real. He comes to us. He knows our hearts, and he knows exactly how to get you in and help you. And I will also advise that whatever decision you are taking in this situation, ensure that you abide. Don't give up. Be persistent. Be persistent. Keep knocking. Keep seeking. Keep doing those things. Abide. You are making progress. Trust me. If you feel it's not working, it is working. It is because it is working. That is why you are even noticing that it is not working. So abide. A lady that the Lord has helped, because I've done so many things without understanding. But I thank God that He met me where He met me, and I have not recovered, and I will not recover from that Shiloh 2019. There would always be a season in our lives where we get an encounter that leaves us totally transformed. And we cannot doubt it because it will be so evident that something has shifted. And I'm always grateful to God every time we are in that season of Shiloh. Shiloh 2019, something broke forth in my life. So, backstory. I got married, and that was when I joined Winners. And I know the first year of my marriage, my husband say, okay, prepare, 7 o'clock is Shiloh. And then I'm always going with him. When we had our first child, I'll just pack my load, the Shiloh, I'll go, we'll come back, impartation service. I always do all those things. I just follow. Then I realized that after 3 years, I find myself, even before then, I now joined the prayer team. So I don't even know how the zeal came, I just know I'm always going. And after then, I realized that I went for WOFB, and I did WOFB. And then I did the foundation class, did the baptism. Nothing has broke forth to doing all these things. And before then, I've always been a church girl. I served in Redeem as a usher, as a sanctuary, in the sanctuary department. So in Redeem then. So I have always been a church girl. So I just did all those things. But Shiloh 2019, God prepared that Shiloh for me. So remember, every year I go, my husband will go. But this particular year, my husband had a job that he had to travel. He was not around. And I just look at myself, how will I just do this now with the children? So I just told myself that let me just stay at home and join online. So I made my children, they went to bed, and then I can't forget the night where I was dressed the first day of Shiloh. And I put the net that, okay, let me just stay inside the net, that I will sleep as I'm waking up. You understand? I just prepared that night. And of course, I put my Bible under my pillow because I like to see it there. And I had my notepad as my journal. So all of a sudden that night, Papa's voice was entering into my ear in another form entirely. As in, I started, when it's just like something went off. And then you're like, what am I doing here? And then I begin to have understanding. That night, the first day, the second day, I joined both the hour of visitation. And after Shiloh, I just knew that something has changed. And that was how my journey started. Remember, I have been a church girl. I know the Bible. At least if I don't know it, I know Psalm 91 and Psalm 51. And of course, Psalm 23. But this was different. This was different. It hit me in a different way. And that was when I knew that it is only God through His Spirit that opens our mind to understand. It is only God that opens our mind to understand. And when you see people interceding, somebody's prayer, somebody's intercessory prayer, kingdom advancement prayer, open my own mind. And God's mercy that this girl, she's following this path, but she needs to have understanding. And that was it. I have not recovered from that, and I would never recover from it, because the path of the just is as a shining light. It shines brighter and brighter unto a perfect day. He said it that the knowledge is made available for us. We key into it. Another Shiloh is here. And this is my Shiloh too. And your Shiloh, please do well to key in. And I pray it's not just Shiloh. See, every day is a day of opportunity to meet with the person of Jesus, to yield yourself and experience Him in a different way. I faced so many things after that, that I knew that if God has not drawn me in via His Spirit, that Shiloh, I wouldn't have been able to stand those storms. It was so heavy. But it was all like God, and He stood with me, and He held me, and He helped me. I pray that this Shiloh 2025, breaking new grounds, that every one of us will break new grounds, and God will meet every one of us at the point of our need, because He knows us more than any other person, more than any other person. And I pray that for as many that will partake in Shiloh 2025, the Lord is waiting. Be ready to be it in a way that you will not recover from it.